Welcome back to the Possibility Storm. I'm your host, Lane, and this week the stream team and I are back with another spicy game of cEDH. Joey proposed the idea for this stream's theme, and his suggestion was to play with decks that are on the outdated section of the cEDH Decklist Database. We did agree to mostly not play stuff we've played before, instead opting to play unexplored options. As such, misplays and learning curves were abound, but we did our best to present complete games during the stream. I chose round 2 out of 3 from the live stream because I felt that it had such a good mid-game swing, and it wasn't a terribly long game, so not a long edit. If you enjoy the content, consider supporting us over on Patreon at patreon.com/possibilitystorm. For as little as $1, you can help us keep the lights on. Tiers include Discord benefits, one-on-one deck building help, and even physical merch. Thank you for those who have already pledged, and thank you to everyone who drops a like, subscription, and comment here on the channel, as it all helps us grow. Now let's check out our commanders. Joey's in seat 1 this time, and he's playing the mono-back Sidisi deck, which is ultimately replaced by Crick decks, but is still a turbo list that can play its general early to tutor for Adnos, and because Sidisi costs 5, you likely already have Adnos mana for your next turn. Otherwise, it's playing all the fast mana, rituals, sacrificial, and reanimation effects, and the best tutors to boot. With an extremely low curve, Adnos draws a ton of cards, and ending the game is as simple as storming with an Aetherflux Reservoir on the field, or casting a huge Insanguinate. Next up is Rev, piloting a version of Prosper that honestly doesn't feel outdated, but is on that portion of the database. This one focuses on working towards Necropotence or Bullet Citadel loops, also packing the powerful Hoarding Broodlord line, which typically results in an easy-to-cast Peer into the Abyss, resulting in enough card draw to finish out the game. Otherwise, it's all Rakdos value, which isn't a bad place to be. I'm third, and I'm playing Grolnok, the baby Simic Gitrog monster that is related only in name but not deed. This list wants to get Grolnok out, cast the Hermit Druid, and resolve its ability to dump its library into graveyard, which is then exiled with Croak counters. Anything with a Croak counter on it can be cast, so we simply remove our library and play Thoracle from exile. An easy 1-2 punch. Last but not least is Kirk piloting Zaxara. This Sultai commander has always been able to win with Freed from the Real attached to it, as it always taps for double mana and then untaps with the enchantment. With the infinite mana created, there are a number of outlets that can draw the deck to win with Thoracle, or you can draw opponents out so that they will lose on their draw steps. So there you have it. Let's see which Deprecated list comes out on top.
Playing the swamp. I'm going to play a Phyrexian Walker, tap 1 for a Soul Ring, and then another one for Prismatic Lens. Then I'm shipping it.
Draw for turn. Shocking a Blood Crypt. Soul Ring. Pass.
Let's draw for the turn. Command Tower, Dork.
Pass on Dork.
And I pass after Dork.
Draw. Dragon Fetch Land. Underground Sea. Soul Ring good, I pass the turn.
I'll untap. I'll draw a card. I'm going to play a swamp. I'm going to tap for 5 and cast Sidisi. I'm going to exploit her to the bin, and then I'm going to go look for a card. I'll pass the turn.
Okay, untap, upkeep, draw. Prosper. Move 10 step.
Exile.
Yogs will underneath them.
We're going to play an Ancient Tomb, sign for turn. Then I would like to pay a green for this Carpet of Flowers. And then I'd like to move through phases, if that's good. Target Kirk. Make a green, it doesn't really matter. Tap this, dig myself for 2 with the green, and I'll leave a colorless floating. I have to cast the Sylvan Library. And that's what we got. We just hope that Joey doesn't fucking kill us.
Untap. Upkeep. Play a Tropical Island. Pass.
Leaving the heart in the cards, or whatever the fuck they say in those other card games.
Alright, I'll untap.
Pikachu,
On my upkeep,
you.
I'm gonna Vamp Toot. I'll lose 2 life. Go get a card. And then I'll draw a card for turn. I'll play a Lake of the Dead. I'll sack this swamp. Tap this, float a black, attack the Lake of the Dead, and sack the swamp for 4 more. 2 black and 3 colorless. And I'm gonna cast this Ad Nauseam. 3 black floating. Taking 4. Ornithopter, Astral Cornucopia, Swamp, Hope of Gearper, Chromox, Conjurer's Bauble, Dothy Voidwalker, Lion's Eye Diamond, Bubbling Muck, Urborg, Swamp, Peer into the Abyss, Orcish Bowmaster, Swamp, Mishra's Bauble, Dark Writ, Felwar Stone, Swamp, Boseiju, Sensei's, Swamp, Overeager Apprentice, Dance of the Dead.
Okay, Joey's just gonna kill himself.
Chromatic Sphere.
He has been enjoying that
Oh,
today.
I'm sorry. Defense Grid. There we go. Swamp. Swamp. Blood Pet. Swamp. Cut Down. Swamp. Ooh, there we go.
Wow.
I have to stop there.
What do you have floating?
3 black. So I'll go down to 2 black, cast the Dark Writ. Back up to 5. Chrome Mox. Pitching this Overeager Apprentice. I'll use that and I'll cast the KCI. 1 black floating. Mishra's Bauble.
I have a response there. I would like to Nature's Claim your KCI.
So I'll respond to that, I guess. I'll tap for a black, so I'll have 2 black floating. And then I'll sack all 3 of these artifacts. And then 4, and then 5. So I'm going to get 10 colorless floating.
Alright, and you gain 4 life.
Nope, because
No,
he's
it
not
failed.
KCI. He gains nothing.
Oh, actually, maybe I want the 4 life more than that last 2 mana. Yeah, I do.
Would.
So I'll take the 4 life. So I'll have 8 floating mana, and I'll take the 4 life. Play a Felwar Stone, go down to 6 floating, and then I'll tap Felwar Stone for black. Use 2 black floating, and then go down to 2 colorless floating, and I'm gonna cast the Pier.
I'm going to deflect and swat that to myself.
Oh shit! I should have cast the defense grid. I could have. That's pretty bad. I got nothing.
So I go down to quick math.
19.
I'll draw 46 cards.
Well, I guess I'll just cast all this shit. I'll use one of the colorless on a chromatic star. I guess I'll feed the mana into the chromatic star and make a black. I'll draw a card, use the black, and I'll cut down Prosper. Go to end step, and I'll discard the hand size.
Untap. During my upkeep, I'll pay a black for a vampiric tutor. Is everybody have 6?
Yeah. Do you have a dub? You want to just walk us through it?
I think I have a
give a shit.
dub, yeah. Light step pathway on red, I think. Chromox. Imprint a professional face breaker. Dockside.
You got 2 for me, Chief.
I pass on. I have 1.
Oh, Jesus.
Are you stacking your bobble up there, Joey? Your Mishra's Bobble?
Yeah, sure.
Draw your
I'll
card? Or look.
look at the top card of Rev's library. Show me the top card of your library, and then I'll draw a card in the next
Plus
step.
It's a land. 8 total.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got this. Crack 1. Jamble. Discarding a Burgie. Manifold. Lion's Eye. Twin Flame targeting Dockside. 1, 2, 3. Flash and Dual Caster.
Yeah, GG.
That does it.